Discipleship is a new beginning, it's a new start, and it's something we can all do together. My name is Shawn. In 2012, my mom and dad were diagnosed with cancer. It hit me really hard. I was going to church. I really wasn't feeling a connection with God or anything. After about 6 months of coming to Restoration, I eventually went on a mission trip with the youth. The guy we were helping, he was dealing with cancer in his life. We redid his roof. We did lawn care too. I think it was kind of eye-opening that we got to help him rebuild his house. And it was definitely cool to hear his story too about how it was affecting his family, because he had little kids with him too. I began to grow closer to some of the students in there, especially the guys, and I began to grow closer to the mentors. They finally made me feel like I belonged somewhere in the church, and they provided me a new beginning point in my faith. After the mission trip, Greg, one of my youth mentors, we went over to his house a couple of times, and we still do. We thought about real issues, how God was affecting us, how we were influencing people, and how people were influencing us. Jeff, one of my other youth mentors, he was really getting the gears working in my brain, and he would ask us deep questions of why was I here? What am I doing to the church? How is God working through me, and how am I influencing people? While I was still meeting with Jeff and Greg, my parents were going through chemotherapy. As my parents' condition got worse and worse, I always wondered where our next meals would come from. We had no income whatsoever. We were getting food from the food pantry. We were getting meals to last us enough until we came here the next month. It was definitely a blessing in disguise as we were getting donations from people here. Because of all the help we received, I definitely got a big picture of discipleship and how it helped us. I wanted to give back, so I began serving. I began helping around the church a lot more. I began to go with the church and help in not only the food pantry, but help in feeding the homeless. In 2016, at the beginning of my freshman year, my mom was in remission. Her health was going great. With my dad, though, things took a turn for the worse as he passed away on August 24th. My dad's funeral was held here at Restoration Church. It was actually held 2 feet behind me. I was really mad at God. I wanted to know why me. Why did this happen to my family? Luckily, I had the people of this church who reminded me of who God was and what he does, and it was a constant reminder of God is good. My dad may have lost the battle with cancer, but he definitely won the war. He's with Jesus, and that's eternal. He's there forever. After 3 weeks of my dad's passing, I got baptized right next to where he was laying 3 weeks prior. It was a new beginning for my faith, and it was a proclamation of my new life and what I was going to do with this new life. I decided I wanted to start working with the junior high kids. I wanted to give them the picture of discipleship that I was given by Jeff and Greg, and I wanted to show them the words and the ways of God and the things that I had learned so I could pass it down to them. I began helping at our winter retreat. I was helping Sunday nights with our youth. I was answering questions and kind of helping them figure out things. I was providing guidance. And I was just all around having talks with them about where they were in their life spiritually. I was talking to them about how their day went, just the simple stuff to grow closer to them, so that way I could form that bond and relationship and kind of share God with them. My life and my story were forever changed due to Jeff and Greg opening up and sharing their story. That inspired me to open up and share my story with this church and my community. Restoration Church helped me and my family through one of the darkest seasons of my life. I wouldn't be in this seat today if it wasn't for people investing and discipling me.